Hello, YouTube. So if you didn't know, just recently we have a scan. If you're wondering about the thing where I take Zach to school every single day, Uncle Larry will be able to aboard. Starting. I think within 3 or 4 weeks. When I drive. My son to Kennedy. Every single day with the running gag of the phone show. Ghostology. With Ileana. Okay, so it's a lot of decorative things I do with that little morning. All right, so the time is around 7, 7:03, 7:08, wherever grossology starts. And the truth behind that is what you need to figure out is that my channel, when it comes to actual critique, I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about some research I have been doing, not just on me, but on everybody. So let's just put it out there. I am Sonic and graffiti at the same time. That's a theory. Now, if you want to be real, if you want to be 100% real, I'm ready to game with Itch, and Itch is a horrible show. And that's the thing. Fucking, I don't want to, snitch too much, but let's get on to a greater thing. Grossology is now not on Primo TV. I'm not saying that won't come back. It's still commercial, Lily, with P&G, but, it has fallen. I mean, in my book, it has fallen. Literally, it got fallen because what happened was I saw a television, program evolve, from over fucking 2 years where I'm dealing with this, where I'm dealing with that, where I'm dealing with that, all the way to a point where this shit dead on me like 001. So we didn't know. You knew his show on Pure TV, literally, that isn't Mr. Young, Life with Boys, has a girl, looks just like a Kira, literally, that ring gag isn't fucking getting old anytime soon. But, let's just be real. So one thing you don't understand, and then the reason why I double empire for everything that includes, India is because there was a regular ed aspect to me back when I was in grade school. And what that is, I already did the research. Really, this is a good research. This is back when I was battling, with Alberta and them. That, when you're watching anime, when you're watching shit like Midnight, when you're watching fourth grade Ninja War, when you're on regular ed, it's like you're in the same, modem. You're at the same level where it comes to modem, but they have way more intuition. What does intuition mean? More homework. And why do I keep on telling you, never be fucking 1/5? Always do things like play sports. Always do things that go above and beyond. So, there's also another thing. If you want to feel sorry for yourself, so you gotta learn that money is being able to be spent in different ways. Because literally, what somebody does, literally, about the thing with DV, the best of us, the reason why they have to, have to test, literally, is with the cousin is because literally you're doing something you're worth $1 million. So what you're doing is doing something with less, right? Let me tell you, literally that is in my book, growing up, literally I call it retardation, even though it's an actual way of the United States. Literally, when somebody sells themselves, and somebody's a dad, literally they sell themselves in the street. Literally they're wearing shoes like Vans, wearing shoes that literally are self-explanatory situation. Guess what ends up happening? Literally, and that's why we're at threat because this country has been relying on that the whole time. But yeah, gangster can hack this part right here, all the way to a point, where the whole country could fall because of the way that we've been operating, literally based off of child's perception and based on somebody fooling the child's perception. So what do I mean by that? This is very important because when anime slightly differs, we watch shit like Attack on Titan, literally, where you go to shit in detail, you're on the same level as the modem, but not intuition. And that is true, and that is the biggest guess, and the reason why that's important, right? Literally, it's that way. You can align with somebody else, and you can align with your freaking mother. You can align with your brother. Literally, you can align with something because you're the same motive, but you won't know what to do next because you don't have intuition. And it's very fucking important, and that's the most important thing because intuition is something in and out. And, 1/5 is just doing something first starting. So let's get more into detail. Literally, the day I said poker face literally was the greatest year in America, and we have to really 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 own up to something. And one thing that's prominent this year when we're playing games like Bleach and Replicant Souls, three games that are going into detail. When we're making these dank memes, is that anime is getting closer to the intellectual ability that was for me in high school, and that's very important because that was back when anime was its prime. So let's just so that is the truth in and out. But in all actuality, one thing you have to recognize about this is when Bleach, Roberto Snow is slightly deferred. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Leah, that's why I went hand in hand with adolescent. You can pick your favorite character, you can do some of the detail, you can express the way you play, through gameplay, and it's very is very predictable, and the reason why you have to know straight about life, literally. So what I'm saying right now is glitching, Primo TV, and it can make a whole new show at a second, so what is regular Ed about me was I was able to compete, with them when it came to a new sport that came out that was called Tut. And when it came to Tut, that's the same thing. What that means for this evaluation is I'm gonna have above intuition, and, intellect when it comes to some things, I mean, I'm gonna, catch it, but when they do the whole, left or right thing, literally, and I guess left or right every single time. I'm still not in round two. Literally, I'm like, how the fuck, do I keep scoring but I still lose, to what somebody is saying, and or somebody's saying affect me. Literally, if I keep scoring, then why keep doing what he's doing? Okay, literally, and that's really, really, irritating. I know in and out, I know the pastor, cops, like, Angelina, this is that, but as for a previous video, when it comes to the get downs, literally, somebody is gonna, nail that dart, this, and that, and you're gonna wonder what a dart is gonna do. Now, I've actually had that test for life, and the dart walked through it, like some Naruto shit, and that is a basic principle. The reason why I want to state this is because when you condense me in a situation, literally when I'm up against this is that, I know it's repetitive. It's better to actually say her name. Literally, I'm gonna have the edge when it comes to this and that. That's why literally you thought I was gonna get work for a job for 2 years, but I was using this girl that was purple, right? Literally, so every time you get mad, the girl's purple come out. That's what happens literally to her intellectual and intellect. And guess what I wrote down in a group poem? An intellect is the first step. An intellectual is an intellect that's better because it's progressing. Okay. So literally, so if you can't get the first one, that's the criticism. Literally, if you don't adapt to armor, literally, if you don't start an intellect first, how can you express yourself as an intellectual? And that is exactly so. You don't think that's important, literally, that you're aligning with somebody, and then you're going into your own cave with somebody. Imagine you doing everything, but really you're going home playing auto because how you're able to fool yourself and how you're able to fool other people because they're a game and you first starting instead of who you are, literally a game in and out, and that is true. And that is true, that's why you don't knock the power of sports, because the more you're stereotypical, somebody's just putting the bar around, this is a day, now you want to go over here, guess what it does? It gives you intuition, it gives you patience, it gives you this and that, it gives you all the tools that somebody else doesn't have. Literally, and you were fucking criticized, this is that, and it's real, it's real royalty, literally, so, you need to understand something, that is, my teaching intuition. Because you need to recognize something, literally, they needed more substance. Anime needed more substance in the beginning, but nowadays, literally, now it's for, people who are playing reincarnation. I'm telling you, literally, because I had a war back and forth, with my here academia where it comes to, my girl, because literally, one little girl, that spoiler could watch My Hero Academia, literally terrorize the whole fucking colony. It's not all this fucking sun, literally anime, it's still considered Japanese, but still the best fucking shit on Netflix because nobody wants to say it. Literally, it then gets fucking more popular for no reason in our anarchy society where we currently have, COVID-19. If this shit keeps up, if we keep on government, the regulations based off of anticipate, by the principle instead of actually, able body shit, we're gonna, fall, literally, not just, the debt of the country, but literally the debt of humanity. Literally, humans have to actually feel for each other, internally. And that's why literally when the autistic kid does this shit, to his fucking mother, somebody doesn't love him fucking in and out, and what, somebody actually said, internally, is somebody only likes you on the outside, not in, and nobody can like you in and out, and that's what makes gang members monsters. A gang member can fucking dance, he can make jokes, he can fucking dance, and no one person can do that. A normal person is normally handling something important. Literally, nobody can love you in and out, and love yourself, literally, I'm telling you. I am telling you, people got mad at me, literally, while I started loving myself based on how my character was being expressed for others. And, that's what this shit is all about, literally. That's how they come at me, literally. Oh, now you got your little pussy. Now you got everything. Now you're ready to be cooperative. Now think about how I feel, literally. What happens? You let 1,000 fucking nerds get weird for. I didn't get weird. Yep, them yell. Yep, them loud to this day. Let them stay in their mama's house when we have less legitimate excuses. Back when I had somebody that was pushing, pulling me, literally. My brother literally had something, literally. And fun fact, literally, for high school, Chris was watching Beelzebub. I was watching, fairy tale, every single week, literally. The full Chris Brown, and he was watching Beelzebub. What's that? That's his story. Literally, where a storyline where a fucking anime where a naked baby on top of an actual human. Okay. Literally, what Beelzebub is literally he finds his fucking baby, and every single episode, the character looks like Johnny Bravo with gray hair. And what ends up happening is he tells me to watch this anime because it's a comedy anime. It's just like Gintama. And Carter watches Gintama. I don't fuck with that anime. Literally, I dove into a deeper depths. Literally, before, Uncle Tommy came along, the shit that I was watching, like every fucking slice of life anime was for fucking full-on fucking nerds that fucking ate street and brought to school in their lunchbox. Literally, so it was a form of maturity, actually, because literally what it was is it was a martial arts, and this whole fucking war came from martial arts, listen, whether you're a full on nerd, whether you're in the ARL, literally, the exact opposite of me doing the right thing at the right time, literally, this whole fucking thing was a martial arts position, literally, and so that's why, they referenced, literally, people, what happens when you hide behind your social, reputation, you hide behind a martial arts position. So, who taught me martial arts? Literally, the whole reason why they had me dodge a bullet is to compete, with the regular class and what they're saying, because I knew that I was a partner. The cops knew that part, even though the domestic violence was connected to literally, what I was doing in high school versus, what I was doing as an adult, because as an adult, they actually hacked me, literally. Not only did I get my shit together by 25, not only did I had, baby bubbles, before that, but they hacked my fucking YouTube. In fact, one of the stories on YouTube is how Andre hacked my account himself, literally back when I made the One Punch Man AMV, I'm not Superman, but literally, what ends up happening, externally, is that you need to understand, literally through pages and all my knowledge as a special ed teacher, that literally, and you need to recognize this right now, the reason why I'm so fucking fat, literally where it comes to shit, is, I was the thing to draw them in, and what happened, literally, errors to every fucking time, literally, a woman alive with a sexual fucking feeling, literally, but then stuck in standard, literally, this is what happened, literally, to each and every message on Facebook, is they fell for you, through and through, but dude, you needed more intuition, that's why I'm telling you, girls don't revolve around shaking your head, they revolve around sports, they're a social thing, and that's why you don't get, a lot of friends or girlfriends if we don't play sports. And reason why I'm fucking telling you this is because literally where I was, literally where I am today. I wouldn't say too much. I was the thing to draw them in, but I had no intuition from those sports, not knowing anybody to keep them. That means I didn't have fundamentals as a human. That's why I give Zach fundamentals. I tell him everything I want. Literally, what fundamentals is from playing baseball, literally fucking taking care of your things, literally being out going, think about family members, literally this, and that. Literally, what does a bud do? They go out of the way, they bring back research, they bring it back to family, and they call it a pedophile. Literally, if you have perspective as a woman, literally, you're a pedophile. Literally, you're a gay. Literally, that's what they do. They double the power, cause and effect where you're all real shit, okay? So hiding behind cause and effect is one thing, but actually, a gang cause and effect because you're trying to protect 4 kids is another. And so it's really fucking true. Literally, and that's why literally what happened was they're allowing this sexual feeling. They'll do this and that. Literally, they stick against that and literally, but they allow this shit. What girls do when there's so many options, they find something like me, what feels controlling them, is they keep their options open, they fuck around their boyfriend, literally, and they find a way to keep it forever. Oh, this is a good opportunity. He has green eyes. I want him to fucking go. I want to keep him in my little fucking circle of bullshit. Literally, so what I do is I get sexual. Literally, it cuts on them. So that's what happens when they get older. Literally, they're fucking ride my lap. Literally, fucking all cheeks, this and that. But in high school, literally, you got messages saying, I have a boyfriend. Remember? Literally. It was fucking one fucking message, literally. And if you can't take control after all those messages, I'm sorry, you're not a player. And I'm telling you that. Literally, I was the thing to draw them in, but I didn't have a single thing in real life like a fucking comfy, couchy chair, literally, you're fucking think of. Literally, that's why, literally, you're supposed to be a good person. You're supposed to be a well-rounded individual. Literally, that's why my ass broke where it came to fucking skateboarding and where it came to this and that, but didn't break, where it came to normal shit. Like I said, I'm how they originally think, and my game would have worked if they didn't play mind games. Boom, boom, boom. So, fucking, that's good, fucking, I'm good at boxing and, I do this and that, I make music, I do a whole lot of shit, fucking, I got past, women's promiscuousness, for a while, literally, and that was some fucking, I'm telling people everything, I'm like, bruh, stop it, he was a Florida fucking faggot, that shit on TV is literally what he fucking wanted, literally, fucking sprinkle starters, them complimenting his outfit, they complimented him for being pretty, but nothing being real whatsoever, literally, let's go pick her down, let's go to a real fucking place, let's travel all the way to India, it's fucking, nobody fucking got it, but, it's pretty much, fucking out. But, I'm gonna say it's the exact same reason why you go in between. It's why actually, the I word is the, not Illuminati, is when you fucking partner Robert a purple fucking figure, okay? So I'm fucking telling you. It's crazy. I have a Rochambeau attitude, literally, and that's why, literally, when you test me, literally, like, say the dark, thing or not, that's why I'm catching all the lesbian content domestic violences. I have a regular aspect to me. That's why people literally like me like Anthony Perry. That's why I was so fucking famous when I first got there. Literally, I only got bad, when things dragged on. Literally, but when things dragged on, what did I say? Sports came into play. So, I'm telling you, with somebody who literally fucking plays football himself, literally, I'm letting you know that it's out of pocket, and the whole fact about rap and why I came up there literally is something you can't slightly defer from. But anyway, this is Boot Chicks Lily, and I'm waiting a while to do a video in your shirt, and I'm out.